legends. Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's go through some altcoins that we've been talking about the last couple of days. We're going to talk about also an ecosystem that is absolutely exploding for the moment, and that is Polkadot, guys. Polkadot is doing absolutely insane at the moment, and of course, any tokens, any crypto related to Polkadot is starting to get the runner here, of course, such as Moon River, such as Kusama. We are having a lot of the small ones also pumping. We're going to go through some small altcoins that are from the Polkadot ecosystem, and they are very, very small market cap, under 10 million. I have been buying these ones the last few months and I've been getting absolutely wrecked. However, they are the ones that are absolutely outperforming at the moment, and not only I am getting my gains back, I'm making more than what I put in because I've been investing aggressively as it was going to lower levels. Let me explain those cryptos. We have Reef also. We have Zilliqa. Reef breaking out yesterday. As soon as I finished the stream, it was definitely worth to buy some Reef here at the 0.21 cent level, right? Basically just before the breakout of this symmetrical triangle. This is when things can go crazy. We have seen Moon River when we were doing the live stream yesterday. I think we were trading around about $18, round about that $18-20 range. It's, you know, it went all the way up to $40. When the train goes, when the pump starts, you know, sky is the limit, right? We have some major targets here for Zilliqa. Zilliqa is looking also pretty nice. I think Zilliqa can have the potential in hitting the 3.6 cents and even the 5.1 cent. Okay, these highs here from this descending wedge structure, possibly in the next coming days. Of course, we need to be extremely cautious because Bitcoin is the leader of the market, we like it or not. As long as Bitcoin manages to go sideways in a range, then it's obviously really good. If it pumps even better, that is totally fine. But the moment Bitcoin starts getting a pretty decent pullback of several $1,000s, we can say goodbye for our altcoin gains. So make sure to actually get some gains, leave some of the tokens, of course, for the near future. Those pullbacks will come at some point, guys, and we need to be extremely cautious. Now, of course, once we see these altcoins absolutely ripping, in the case of Moon River, okay, which has been going absolutely bananas here with this massive pump that we've had during the last 24 hours. It was a cryptocurrency that we mentioned just a few weeks ago when we were trading in this symmetrical triangle. Of course, I had some target zones here expected here for Moon River, but it absolutely smashed through. It went absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This could happen to some altcoins. Some of them are not going to have these massive pumps of 500% in 2 days. It's just a reality. You know, not all of them are going to get this massive, massive pump. However, the ones that are low cap, mid cap, they can do 2-3x. I do see the potential here for Zilliqa, easily going to round about the 5 cent level here in the next coming days. Very much achievable. We had to be ready with this consolidation. We had to be ready with the consolidation that happened during the last few days. There's very low liquidity. Now, this is good. The lower the liquidity, the better, because the more powerful the pump can be. So for the moment, it is ongoing there. It is just basically on the move. I mean, I think this one will likely go quite parabolic in the next coming days. Of course, it is Christmas. I'm not sure, maybe even people have more time and they want to actually trade. They want to buy and trade. So maybe, you know, we're going to get that altcoin pump on many altcoins because a lot of people have time to do so, right? Very much a possibility. So far, Zilliqa, you know, breaking out from that 2.3, 2.4 cent level mentioned here yesterday. Of course, the last couple of weeks, we were already talking about Zilliqa being a very good potential to 2-3x your money in a matter of a few weeks, possibly. We have in Reef. Reef is on the go here. I mean, obviously it was a good buy here just before the breakout. Could it get a massive rejection back down to that level? It is possible. Wouldn't be too worried about that. So far, Reef has some really nice potential targets to the upside. I mean, this one could go also absolutely crazy if it starts getting a runner here in the next coming days. We're already breaking out from major resistance zones where we were consolidating. We got that double bottom scenario, consolidation, symmetrical triangle, bang, before the massive breakout. We were comparing yesterday, of course, Moon River. We got to say that this is, 1 out of 100 tokens that actually gets that 500% pump in 48 hours. But the similarities on where we are, it's just absolutely insane. We've been mirroring this price action for the last 12 months here against Moon River. And, basically, this one right over here that I'm taking a look at, this is Ren token. It's a token that I'm taking a look at here with the Legends community that looks pretty interesting for a possible move to the upside also. Now, Digibyte also got a runner here since yesterday. It was trading round about the 8 cent level. Hey, this has already had a pump of 25% since yesterday's live stream. Now, even though if you would have leveraged long this, okay, you're in massive gains, because just with a bit of leverage, you're making an absolute killing here. This is already pumping 20% since yesterday's live stream, breaking out from this descending wedge, kind of pattern right over here. Still at the, also double bottom scenario. These are mid-cap cryptos that I think that possibly can get a pretty nice runner here to the upside. There is only one thing that is against us, and that is the price of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts getting that choppiness to the downside and starts getting some volatiles move down, then we need to be very defensive. I think, possibly the next coming weeks and months, we will get better prices to buy some of these altcoins. As long as Bitcoin is behaving, going sideways, pumping a little bit, going sideways. Now, this structure doesn't look extremely good. It looks very corrective. We are hitting the value area high of the entire range of December, and it's getting very, very choppy and roundy. Yeah, is it a descending wedge? Are we going to snap out here from this level and create new yearly highs? Well, time will tell. But the moment we start losing the base here from this double bottom scenario, right? We're bouncing and bouncing, but creating lower highs. It ain't looking too great. If we start losing, of course, we could test the lows and, fail to break down, and then we off to the runner here very nicely in 5 waves to the upside. But I'm a little bit skeptical about this move over here with the lower highs, getting at the value area high of this entire trading range of December. The moment you start losing this base, there's a big gap of really no support here in between 43.3 and 42.2, where we have a daily level that might do something, but our daily level on its own, there's really not much support here that can, support the price basically. So we just need to be extremely cautious, because there could be a waterfall down here to the low $40,000 range, guys. It's just something that we need to be cautious about, right? Overall, altcoins, great. Yeah, great gains, 20%, 30%, 100% pumps. We need to know how to, actually take some profits. If you're spot trading, put your spot entry at your spot stop loss, basically, right, to sell all your tokens round about your entry, maybe slightly below, because if you do get one of these massive drops, then obviously a lot of people will be in pain. So manage risk very, very well. So far, so good. I would expect follow through on many of these altcoins. It would be very strange to see breakout of structure such as on Zilliqa, such as Digibyte, such as Reef over here, to not follow through here and have more pumps of 20, 30, 50%, right? So let's talk about, I'm going to go through the comment section and say hello right away here to the community. Thanks for the Reef tip. Yeah, this was somebody in the comment section. I am all ears, guys, because when a token looks insane for the breakout, hey, this is available on Bybit. It is available on Bybit. I think it's available on Mexi as well to actually leverage trade. When we pump like this, guys, Moon River, you could have longed any retracement. When it starts going, the retracements are to long when you're breaking out a major structure, okay? And you can be extremely defensive. I actually longed Moon River a couple of times yesterday on some retracements. You're doing volume strategy, basically, which is, simple, right? Volume strategy is basically when you have those major pumps on the lower time frames, and you actually, getting on to the retracement resistances, right? So, when we do take a look at Moon River, which was going absolutely parabolic, this was an obvious level to take a long position. Why? Because you have volume strategy. You're getting moved to the resistance zone with high volume. You're breaking that level with even higher volume. You're retracing to that base here. Classic resistance flip into support. You're long in here. I was targeting for the highs. I took all of the profits here. Then, we even pumped even, another 10, 20%. But nevertheless, I'm a technical trader. Overall, you're longing, you're taking profits, you're looking for other long positions. You want to long these massive, we're possibly going to break out now a symmetrical triangle that looks pretty bullish, which I would be targeting the highs. So overall, what we're doing here is managing risk very, very well with our stop losses beneath the low. All of these symmetrical triangle scenarios that have been happening in the price of Moon River, basically, when the trend is powerful to the upside, you don't want to fight the trend. This is a possible long setup, managing risk very well. Hey, you risk 1%, you gain 2%, happy days, we go to the next trade. Now, Moon River, Reef, they can be traded on Bybit, guys. Remember, on Bybit, you do have a great bonus of $30,000 down below. I am getting into some longs here that look pretty, look pretty nice. Ren, it's time to get into longs on retracements on these altcoins. You have Bybit, Mexi, guys. Mexi has also a great bonus of $20,000. They are the links down below. It's another way to support the channel. It's another way for you to trade on the best crypto trading platforms, okay? Stay safe, okay? Stay safe by trading these. This is absolutely phenomenal. We can make a huge amount of gains with all of these different altcoins on the retracements, right? Or on some possible breakouts. Stay safe, don't risk too much, and just keep on making those gains, because the moment you get a dip, you'll get stopped out, and we don't want people getting stopped out with 20% of their capital, with 30%. You get stopped out at 1-2% of your capital. If you can make 3, 4, 5% from that trade, phenomenal, right? You're not doubling your account, but you're adding to your capital. Manage risk, guys. This is the moment a lot of people, will make crazy great gains, but the moment there is a big pullback, they will not manage their risk properly, and they will be losing more than what they won for the last few weeks. Stay very, very safe, guys. I only worry about my community. I only worry about the people that are here looking for the opportunities. And my first, my only best thing that I have, of course, is my risk management, because my technical analysis is not the greatest, right? It's not the greatest technical analysis. I know how to detect some levels and some possible trends, but overall, I'm not the best TA guy in the world, but I can tell you I am one of the best in risk management, and that is what keeps me making consistent gains. The risk management, guys. You can be the best TA guy in the world. If you don't know how to manage your money and your, and your risk management, you are basically, you basically dust. So how are you, legends? Great call, Reef. Aditya. Yeah, we got someone in the comment section. It was actually, I'm not sure if he's joined today, but I remember who he was. Somebody said, hey, look at Reef. It looks pretty nice. It damn well did. Damn well did. I actually longed Reef. I also got some spot tokens here on Reef, which are up really, really nicely. They're up around about, 15%, which is, really good. We need to be defensive, okay? So far, I'm keeping some of those tokens on the exchanges with some spot sell orders round about the entry point, just in case we get a massive drop or whatever. We need to be very defensive, guys. And that is something extremely important. Kusama, Aditya, how are you doing? You are a new moderator. You have winged it because you've been here following for many, many months, even a couple of years, I would say. Yes, you are a moderator right now, Aditya. Congratulations, you have earned to be a moderator here on the channel. So yeah, KSM, Cadena is pumping as well. Cadena, my goodness, yeah. I mean, I haven't got enough charts here to. KDA is pumping. This is also a good L1 blockchain. This one's going. This one's leaving the station. This one's left the station already. This one's got a massive pump. I actually didn't buy any Cadena. You can't buy everything, right? I bought a bunch of altcoins that are, you know, they're making gains. You know, we can't get into everything right there. Cadena with a beautiful pump of over 50%. My goodness, another crypto that we were ready here. Descending wedge, we're getting into that squeeze symmetrical triangle from the resistance of the double bottom. And, you know, it's left the station today, guys. It's leaving the station. So any of these, you know, any of these altcoins, you know, any of those strong pullbacks that this altcoin can do is the moment that you want to get into some possible longs. When they get aggressive, you usually come back up and test the highs when it's just left the station, okay? This is 24 hours. Any big pullbacks are just going to be a good opportunity. Cadena can also be traded here on Bybit. Yeah, Cadena is here also on Bybit. You got spot to buy spot Cadena. Obviously, I would say, hey, you know, the moment to buy spot Cadena was a few weeks ago when we were talking about it on the live stream. I didn't buy any because I can't have, you know, 100 altcoins in my portfolio. I've already got over 20, and I think that's just, it's a bit too much for me. But overall, the gains are being made. And yeah, who remembers Cadena here? Any old subscribers here that we were talking about on the live streams, on the altcoin hunting live stream? We are very much focused on L1 projects. The one that is just taking off right now is Zilliqa. Yeah, expect this one to get a similar pump like Cadena because it's an L1. It's one of the mid-cap ones. They are left, right, in the dust because everybody's focused on Polkadot. Everybody's focused on Solana, on Avalanche, all of these ones, right, that are in the high mid-caps. Don't worry, guys. These ones are they're gonna break out. They are gonna move. You know, Cadena, you know, absolutely wonderful. Look at this. This is a massive pump. 60% pump in the last 24 hours. 70% pump. So yeah, this one's on the runner right now. Just hitting the target one right there, which is an interesting lower high. It might get a bit of volatility, a bit of a rejection here, no doubt, a little bit of a swing failure pattern. I would expect this one to be smashed. Cadena possibly going to the $2.40 maybe in the coming days. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but this is where we are. We are in crypto and consolidations are finishing. We're getting into some squeezed symmetrical triangles, double bottom scenarios that are absolutely rocketing. You know, when you double your money in like 48 hours, yeah, I mean, this only happens in crypto. Of course, it happens on other you know, penny stocks and or other stocks, but not often. And we are here to detect those major, you know, pumps. One interesting one that I am looking at that hasn't pumped yet, guys, and it's an OG crypto, is ICX. Of course, yeah, you might think, you know, this one's nothing. This one didn't achieve anything. When you take a look at the chart, you know, it's like, hey, you know, this one will have a chance at some point. It will have a chance, obviously, to get that runner. Somewhat, it's a token that I'm looking at here, a cryptocurrency. It's an L1 project. It looks pretty powerful to get that rise here and do 200% pump. You know, one also that I'm spotting here is ICX. Cadena, Kusama, hey, the ecosystem from Polkadot right now. Obviously, you know, when Polkadot is getting the runner, of course, we have Kusama. Same scenario, breaking out from that major descending wedge structure right there, getting into the resistance of the double bottom scenario, which is that neckline here in the case of Kusama, which has at $28, forming that squeezed descending, you know, wedge or symmetrical triangle right there, getting squeezed into the resistance, just getting ready for an explosive breakout. This one did over 100% pump in a matter of 2-3 days, basically. So yeah, legends, happy Christmas to everybody. I want to go quickly through the comment section. Bitcoin Cash, yeah, Bitcoin Cash, this one has to do the runner at some point. Yeah, this is kind of getting really squeezed here, getting to the very end. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin Cash has decoupled a little bit with Bitcoin, because it used to be kind of the little brother, right? Well, Litecoin also, but Bitcoin Cash used to kind of follow Bitcoin, lagging behind a few weeks. I mean, I would expect this one to get a rally at some point. It's a little bit risky, manage risk, but this one had a crazy pump here back in the summer and got a big retracement. This is impulsive, this is corrective. So, I mean, it should manage to get a rally here at some point. René Montenegro, one last hurrah pump, then you know what will happen. René Montenegro, the biggest bear. Oh my goodness, René, I hope you did buy something the last couple of months, because the gains, my portfolio is absolutely exploding. Let's talk about the Polkadot ecosystem, which is, KSM. You might only think about Kusama, KSM, right? You might think about Moonriver, Moonbeam. You might think, okay, Polkadot ecosystem. They are some that I have been talking about the last few months that were getting wrecked. They were getting drops of 50%, 40%, but I kept buying. And of course, that is PokerSwap, okay? PokerSwap right there, PSwap, that is making some huge pumps right now. It's making some huge pumps. This is one also, and this is under 10 million market cap. These are the ones that can give you the 5, 10x's, okay? The last hurrah, maybe it is, okay? As long as Bitcoin is behaving here at this range, if we get that pump here, then absolutely great. Hopefully we are going to consolidate if we were to get the pump, because it's going to give us a few more days for those altcoins to develop to get those massive pumps. The moment Bitcoin starts dropping down this major level, guys, stay cautious. We could get a really, really severe crash, and then all our altcoin gains are going to go in the trash, okay? So make sure to, if you're spot buying, then absolutely phenomenal. You just hold on to the losses. Hold on to the losses and buy more. That is what I've been doing with PokerSwap. I was buying here for several months, and it was absolutely, just ranging a little bit in profit, then down again. This one went absolutely bananas during the last few days, having a really nice pump of over 150%. So already doubling my capital here, and I've put thousands of dollars into this. Also, Sora Network, who remembers this? This one is up over 100% in the last 24 hours. This is also in the Polkadot ecosystem. It has its own, its own network. It had an inflationary problem. Okay, it's an elastic supply. This supply will go down. It will go down in the coming months. However, it's been going up very aggressively during the last few months, and obviously I think it can go up a little bit more. But this one, pumped like crazy during the last 2-3 days. I was buying like a maniac. I was losing big time on this one. I am recovering obviously my money, and actually making some gains, because I've been buying this once it was devastating, the massive drop. So overall, the more drops you get, the more aggressive you need to buy, because that is the moment when you will get your gains returned. This one's up 134% just today, which is obviously one of my best performers today from the portfolio, right? Everybody was saying, hey, this is going to zero, it's absolute trash. But these are the good gains, that you keep buying, and then you get that recovery quickly. So this one will likely get a big pullback. This one is one for the long term, okay? These gains are really unrealized for me, and I think this one will go back to a fraction of a cent again, okay? Down to 0.02, 0.01. But I know that it's going to likely do that. I'll just be ready to accumulate a bit more, because this is under 10 million market capitalization, and there's big things behind this project. Anyway, that's only my research. Don't go rushing. Do your research on this, because this could go down heavily again, which I am very much prepared for. So yeah, PokerSwap as well, obviously below 10 million market cap, bring it on. This could bring massive pumps, of course. Pure speculation. I think these are good for the mid-long run. I do expect Bitcoin to get a severe corrective move at some point in the next coming weeks, okay? This is the moment we are excited. Things are pumping. We're making some gains. We need to collect those short-term gains, because I personally think that this is not the real bull market. This is a bull run that has happened during the last few months. A small little altcoin season, getting some 5, 10x, cryptos. Absolutely wonderful. We need to take advantage, take some profits on that. And be ready. Okay, obviously I'm going to leave most of the tokens. Okay, I'll just be making, getting a few stable coins out just to have some cash on the sidelines, because the moment we start correcting, people are going to be scared. People will be saying, all right, that was the top, oh my goodness. It's going to give us again that opportunity to the halving, and after the halving, of course, we know what is likely to happen. We got the ETF approvals, we got the halving, it's an election year in the US. If money printer needs to go on, it's going to go on, and there's going to be free money for everybody. And of course, when there's free money, then we have risky assets to invest in. So anyway, let's continue here through the comment section right away. JTO, please. What about Bitcoin Cash? Yeah, Bitcoin Cash looks like it could have definitely a possibility. TRB is one that did a 20x in the last 6 months. TRB went absolutely crazy as well. TRB, this is an Oracle blockchain project from the US actually. This one went absolutely crazy. This one was trading at $10 back in the summer. Done over a 20x in a matter of 4 or 5 months. There's really not much to analyze here. This is just gone through the roof. So yeah, there's really not much here. Obviously there's big corrective moves just because of those people that are over leveraging long positions. Let's continue right away here. There's really not much to analyze. This is in a massive runner here, parabolic move. And possibly we're going to go higher. I mean, this one's already going through all-time. No, probably not. Yeah, already smashed all-time high. Yeah, this one's, we got Injective Protocol smashing all-time high. We got TRB smashing all-time high, doing over a 20x in the last 4 months already. Hey, maybe bull market was this. Maybe the bull market was this. It came early. We had the hype. ETF. No doubt that I will be taking some profits, and I will still have a bunch of cash on the sidelines, guys. But for the moment, still, it does look pretty good for the crypto market based on ETF, based on the halving, based on election year. Election year, is usually bullish. Okay, so they're going to kick the can down the road for any recession happening in 2024 or even 2025. So. Merry Christmas. God bless, Andy. I hope you have a beautiful holiday week. Panda Poet, you as well. YFI still not made move yet. Let's take a look at YFI. See if we do have some altcoins here that are just about to get explosive. Guys, I'm going to wrap up this very, very soon. This one got a little bit, yeah, it did have a breakout from a kind of a symmetrical triangle. This one reminds me of Acropolis. Acropolis also in the Polkadot ecosystem. I think Acropolis could go absolutely crazy. This one, yeah, this one's basically finding a nice floor. It did get a massive pump, a big rejection, nice consolidation. I don't like it that much, to be honest. I don't like it that much. Acropolis was one that we made some quick gains on a breakout of a descending wedge structure. Just a few weeks ago, I made a killing here. Luckily, we I took most of the profits. We talked about this wedgie structure that was likely going to get a breakout. Bang, we broke out. We pumped, really nicely 50%. It was a leverage trade setup. Right now, this one, Acropolis, it looks okay. This one had an insane rally of 300% back in the summer. This is an extreme low cap. I mean, they are risky, but if you want to make those 2-3 X's in a matter of a few days, these are the ones. This has a 674,000, market cap. It's extremely small, and it's a pretty solid project. To be honest, I went through this project and it looks pretty good. It was, quite famous back in the previous bull market. Very much talked about. I think this one, hey, with this market cap, it's even worth just throwing $100 to it, because if it does, I don't know, a 50x in the next coming months, that would be a baby still. This would only be going to 50. Yeah, no, not roundabout. Yeah, not even a 50 million market cap. A 30 million market cap would be a 50x, and 30 million in crypto and some altcoins, it's absolute baby, right? So I don't know. It's kind of worth the risk, right? It is a pretty solid project. What else? What other cryptos? Metis looks ready. Metis was ready a few weeks ago. Metis already got the movement. My portfolio on Metis is also doing really, really nice. You know, I was buying this at $10, $15 during the last, few months. Metis went absolutely crazy during the last few weeks. So yeah, Metis, it was such a great buy zone here at the $10, $15 zone, making a 2x here during the last few weeks. Absolutely wonderful. L2s, guys, this could go crazy. This could definitely go crazy. If it does manage to get above this high right there of $50, expect this one to go to 100, 120. You can see it, right? Look at Injective Protocol, absolutely smashing all-time high. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy. You would never think of that a crypto altcoin, is going to smash all-time high, before the halving, right? It's like, come on. It's like unrealistic. This did over 40x in a matter of 1 year, less than 1 year. So absolutely incredible. EOS still not pumped. Yeah, EOS also, let's take a look at EOS right away. Why not? EOS still hasn't pumped. I'm not too sure about EOS, about the project, but nevertheless, it is forming those patterns. We are chart analysts, and this one also can be one of them that actually does get that massive move. Yeah, this is also in that descending wedge structure at the resistance of the double bottom scenario, getting that consolidation, guys. We have seen it on many cryptos mirroring this scenario. Bang. EOS hasn't been a great performer during the last, cycles, to be honest, okay? It hasn't been the best, obviously here, yes, but on the previous cycle, it wasn't great with gains. So yeah, no doubt, even though looking at the chart, this is ready to get some moves. Hey, you cannot be bearish on a crypto that has gone absolute, it's basically got absolutely wrecked, and it's getting squeezed in a consolidation descending wedge. Hey, this ain't the moment to be bearish. I am sorry. This ain't the moment to be bearish, no matter what. Of course, it could go sideways and slightly to the downside a little bit, but you're not going to get extremely wrecked, okay? Just like if you bought right over here, right? Or right over here when you're already pumping aggressively, when this one's basically looks like it's dead. It's far away from being dead. This is when the money is made, guys. This is when the money is made. I think a lot of you people understand that. But overall, just in case. XTZ, please. Tezos, yeah, not much more. Tezos did leave the station. There was also a crypto that we talked about here for the last few months. Where is it on Coinbase? Well, I think we talked about Tezos here from, yeah, this is also, this one's still in early stages. This one hasn't got the pump yet from that double bottom resistance. Yeah, this one could actually 2x maybe in the next coming weeks at some point. It's at that stage right there that it's left here, the descending wedge structure, and is getting that resistance consolidation for the last few weeks at the double bottom resistance. And this one, when it takes off, it's going to take off. So looks pretty good, pretty strong uptrend consolidation, reaccumulation. This is reaccumulation from the pump that happened in October, reaccumulation for the possible breakout. Okay. Don't want to get people extremely excited. Just manage risk. Don't put more than you're willing to lose, or be ready to get into that drawdown if Bitcoin gets a corrective move. If Bitcoin gets a crash here in the coming days, expect those altcoins to get that corrective move. Some of them are not going to make it as explosive as some of them, such as Moon River that did a 500% pump. Some of them are going to do a 2x. Some of them are going to do a 3x. And then, once that corrective move happens, they will correct as well. Volume coming in for what crypto? Valentino. Hit those likes, smash up the like button, guys. So far, so good. We have Zilliqa. Yesterday, talked about it when we were trading around about the 2.3, 2.4 cent level. Also, we had Reef. Tezos is one of them that, Tezos is a OG project. It's one of them that I probably would add to the portfolio, as it's a solid project. Don't expect a 20, 30x from it, but you can expect a 2, 3x easily on some of these larger caps. Maybe 2, 3x for people that are putting $1,000. That's not much, but when you're putting 20k or 50k and you do a 2x, then yeah, bring it on. It's big money. And it's realistic as well with the L1 projects. If you want to go at high risk, Cadena is pumping like crazy. Yes, we know that. Cadena left the station. We talked about Cadena also, the famous descending wedge, double bottom resistance. It left the station. It did take a few weeks, but overall, just like Zilliqa, just like Polkadot, it left the station already, okay? And looks pretty solid. I think this is a solid pump. If you want to do leverage trade, stay cautious. You want to get into those really nice pullback. Use volume strategy. I mean, this one already had volume strategy right there. Absolutely beautiful. Volume strategy, guys. It's the most simple way that you can make gains on these altcoins. You basically have a huge, massive pump right over here and you consolidate. And where does the price come back to as it does get that massive breakout with high volume? Well, you come back down to the highs with high volume, you back test it, bang, you're back to the highs here where you are taking profit. These are moves of 20, 30% on altcoins. This is easy. It happens on every single asset in the world. Volume strategy, resistance flips into support. You are leading yourself with volume, okay? So it's getting a bit choppy at this level, no doubt. It's a bit risky because it is hitting a high time frame resistance zone, which is this high over here. So maybe you could get some pretty decent pullbacks here. Cadena can be traded on Bybit, okay? Check it out, Cadena. All of these altcoins that we're talking about, they can be bought on Bybit and also traded on Bybit. Remember that you do get a special bonus down below of $30,000 depending on what you deposit on Bybit, guys, so you can leverage trade. Only for experienced traders, okay? I don't want any people going crazy here, massive leverage, and then you're getting a pullback and everybody is getting liquidated. No, guys, do responsible trading. Mexi also has a great bonus. Mexi, $20,000, okay? I've been trading on Mexi as well. Also buying Zilliqa, buying Reef, because you can spot buy here those tokens on Bybit. Check them out, guys. You got great bonuses down below. Let's Cadena, it's gone. It's left the station. Let's take a look here at some other L1 projects, guys. L1 projects, most of them are, already getting the move. Cadena, it was pretty obvious. Cadena was supposedly it's the fastest blockchain where it can, get over 1 million transactions per second. Just for that reason, you're right, it's obviously good to speculate on. Solana absolutely crushing it. Moon River, Picasso, I have no idea what this one is. Cadena's on the runner. Near Protocol, great project. Also, massive pumps during the last few days. Which one, is Phantom, Polkadot already hitting the $9 range. Which ones haven't pumped like crazy yet? Yeah. Ones that are pretty steady are the ones that we need to take a look at. Phantasma Soul. This one is actually a really good project. Phantasma. It's a very mid-low cap. I think it's about 30 million market capitalization. I really like this project. I like what it's doing at the moment. And this is a low cap crypto, Phantasma Soul. This is in the gaming industry, 23 million. It's also an L1 project. Okay, of course their token is on the Ethereum network for the moment, but it is an L1 project, and it's in the gaming industry. It's getting a really nice pullback right now at the moment, and it looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like this descending wedge structure, no doubt. Nice pumpy action here, getting a bit in a wedgy structure. We know what happens when you do these wedge structures, right? They are still, these tokens are still relatively bullish. It's in the gaming industry. Sol looks pretty good, and it's a very small market cap. Let's analyze the situation. Saito is one of them. It got a really big pullback, but I've been buying Saito like crazy. It's another L1 blockchain project. It got a major rally here of over 2x in December. It's getting a pretty decent pullback, but these are tokens to buy for the long term. You know, Saito for me is one of those high risk, okay, where I'm looking for a possible 50x. You know, I think this one could go to 50 cent or so in the next bull market, but this is like for the long run, right? I'm not interested in making quick gains on these kind of cryptos. But yeah, on L1s, let's take a look at the Polkadot ecosystem, because they are rallying like crazy. Polkadot ecosystem is, you know, there we have it. We have Sora network right there that is getting the blast off. Sora network getting the move. PokerSwap as well. Sora network up 250%. This one up 190%. Option room. What the hell is this? I remember taking a look at this. Option room is up. What? I don't believe it. I was actually looking at this one a few days ago, because this one was talked about a long time ago, and this one got a massive pump of over 2,500%. My goodness, option room. I remember this one being talked about in the previous bull market, and it's still, even though it is still a 583,000 market cap. What the hell? This one did a 25x in the last 24 hours. What is going on? I thought this one was actually really dead, because this one was, you know, basically trading at $20,000-$30,000 market cap, which is basically what I would have put in, right, to invest on something. And it went absolutely crazy. What the hell? Option room. This ain't sustainable. I don't know. It don't look legit. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, when you see it, I was looking at the chart the other day on option room, and when you see this is basically one or two entities. They're basically pumping and dumping themselves, right? They're buying and they're dumping to themselves, right? Who's going to win? You know, who has the biggest bags? I pump, I dump, I pump, I dump. But it did not do this. Yeah, this is very fishy. This is very fishy. Look at this. My goodness. Yeah, this is definitely something. You know what? You could actually make some absolutely crazy gains on this. Once it comes back down to the floor level and then it comes back up. But obviously you can't put much liquidity on this, because you could not put, you know, $50,000 on this crypto, because you're going to pump the market and they're probably going to dump on you. Yeah, this is big manipulation. I would stay away from this. I would stay away from this, no doubt. Because the moment you start putting, you know, look at the volume down here, $2,000-$3,000. Yeah, right. Stay away. You could put $100 and maybe make 1,000 or 2,000 once they pump the price. But you could not put more than $10,000 on this, because you're basically going to get dumped on. You could not put much liquidity. You know, even at the highs here, there's $30,000 worth of volume. Yeah, forget about this. This ain't a safe bet. It's fun to put $100, but not much more than that. I would stay extremely cautious from them. You know, the moment you are trading with less than 100, 200,000 market cap, you want to stay very, very cautious with them, because you got pure manipulation on those altcoins, and you're going to get dumped on very, very, very fast. GRT, Andy, please. GRT is making the runner. GRT looked pretty good. GRT US dollar. GRT, yeah, great cryptocurrency. This is great for the long term, just like similar to Chainlink. It's got to do with data, and yeah, this one, I think it's a great crypto. Really not much of a pattern here. I think it needs to come up and test those highs here from February, right? Still hasn't made a yearly high, so I do see this one getting a bit more. Yeah, I think this one will follow through. Yeah, these kind of pullbacks are good to get into some long positions. You know, basic support and resistance with volume. Basic support turns, resistance turns into support. When you break out with high volume, you flip that resistance into support and you're coming back up to test the highs. You know what I would be expecting on this one, as you do have a runner here all the way up to 0.23 cents basically. This is a resistance zone right now. You know the deal. You get this level of resistance where you have high volume. You're going to break out with high volume right there. And guess what? Bang, you're looking for the flip here to get into support, basically. Resistance flipping into support. This happens consistently every single time. There's no science behind this. It is just resistance flipping into support. When you got high volume backing up that resistance, obviously with a volume breakout, then obviously you're just waiting patiently till you get close to that level. And with your risk management, of course, stop loss not much lower than where you have the highest volume candles, right? Which would be around about the center here on the lower time frames, right? Not much lower than beneath this high candle right there, if you are going to look for that flip. This happened on Moon River yesterday. It happens on many altcoins, okay? So take advantage when you're doing leverage. Don't risk too much. Risk 1-2%. If you do get a volatile move and get stopped out, then it doesn't matter. But when you're in a massive bullish trend, guys, you want to go with the trend. Get in the pullbacks because you will test the highs. The highs will be tested. They will be tested. And those pullbacks are to get in. Forget about shorting right now. Anybody that wants to short these altcoins that are just getting the runner, forget about it, guys. If anybody tried to short Moon River yesterday when we talked about when it was pumping, you would have got absolutely wrecked, because yesterday we were talking about it when we were trading at the $18 level. You want to take advantage. Use volume strategy on the lower time frames. You're basically flipping the resistance into support. This one did look like it was going to get that breakout, but it didn't break out. It did not break out. But you basically, the deal, right? You break out here with high volume, all those resistance levels, you're flipping them into support. Okay, you need high volume on the breakout. You come back down, you test it, you run here to the upside to test the highs. If you want to go to the extreme lower time frames, obviously you need to, basically go to 1 minute or 15 seconds if you do have it here on Bybit, especially when the run is starting off. Okay, I would say it's a little bit dangerous once it's rallied over 150% already. Then it's like chill down, because a large pullback will happen at some point. Okay, but the ones that are starting off, such as Zilliqa, such as even Cadena, it is hitting the target one already. I think it would get a pretty decent pullback. I think it could get a pretty decent pullback. It is obviously getting a bit of support right now from that high volume node. Big wicks to the upside. It already got a bounce here from this support, so now it's kind of a bit of a double top. You make sure to realize if you've tested the highs already. A bit of a wick right there. Let's take a look at another exchange. Yeah, like this one, the less volatility. It looks pretty solid. Cadena is actually right now at a high volume support zone. I mean, it's already bounced here a couple of times. But yeah, this one does look like it's going to get that rally. I wouldn't go too crazy. Like I said, you don't need to go absolutely crazy. You could get one more leg down, but the more you hit this high volume zone here of resistance, this does look like it's going to finally get that leg up here to create another high. I wouldn't go too crazy with the leverage. You're obviously trying to, risk 1% to gain 2%, or risk 2% to gain 4%, right? They're the small little trading setups that they do have high probability because you're in a massive big bullish trend. So nevertheless, we're always managing risk here, guys. Big time looking good. Big time. Yeah, this is a great gaming project that It did pump already pretty nicely, right? It already pumped the last few weeks with the gaming hype that we had. Let's take a look at this one, big time, right away. Big time, US dollar. Looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. Not here. Sorry, my bad. Big time. Yeah, Cadena looks pretty solid here for a possible move to the upside to come back up to test the highs, legends. You've got a possible 8 to 10% move. Manage risk very well. The best scenario would be coming back down to the base and failing to move lower. Bang. And then that is your long trigger as well. The thing about long in the breakouts, it could be a fake out. You come back down and then you get the rise. Manage risk very well here. I would prefer to come back down to the base where you have that high volume node. Boom, boom, boom. Finish the wedge. If not, manage risk here with a small amount, 0.5. If it comes down, you know, consolidates, gets a small little swing failure pattern from the lows, boom, add to the position. You're looking for those highs to be claimed again at $1.40. $1.40 next here for Cadena. Looks ready, got the retracement. You're getting a bit of a base right there. Looks pretty solid. Dash, what's going on with Dash? Dash hasn't got the move yet. Yeah, Dash is there. Dash is there, lagging behind very much. It is pumping today. During the last few days, got some pumps here of 5-10%. Yeah, I think this one also can follow through. Remember, altcoins are lagging behind. We are following here this scenario where Bitcoin's pumped like crazy the last couple of months, and we got Ethereum that should be phase 2 should have been changed to Solana. Solana is like the leading L1 for the moment in this rally. And then large cap cryptos obviously getting the pumps, right? Which is Zilliqa, Reef, you name it, right? A lot of the large caps, Theta, Phantom, we're getting a lot of them, right? We're in that phase. Probably a lot of the small altcoins will start rocketing in the coming 1 to 2 weeks. That is obviously if Bitcoin does behave. We need Bitcoin just consolidating and going higher from this range for us to see, you know, more altcoins popping and making major gains. I didn't make too much gains on Bitcoin. Yeah, obviously doing a 2x, but I'm making a 2-3x during the last few weeks on many altcoins. You know, this is the moment we want to make gains. Yatoshi is about to break out. What is this one? Yatoshi Nakamoto. Yatoshi. What is this one? What's the ticker symbol of this? Yatoshi. Hey, this one's not even here on CoinGecko. What the hell? Yatoshi. Yeah, I can't find this one. Reef 4 hourly time frame. Let's take a look at Reef. What's going on with Reef? I did buy a bunch of spot Reef just to see if we make an easy 2x in the next coming days. It would be ideal to see that 2x right away. I mean, yeah, come on. You know, this is on the way to make some pretty interesting pumps, in my opinion, in the coming days. This one is just on the cusp right there to get major rallies. Stay cautious if you're doing leverage, okay? If you're using leverage with these ones, I got into spot buy here into this symmetrical triangle. Make sure to manage risk. You got a few target zones here for Reef, which is basically the 0.003 and the 0.004. Okay, 0.004, I would be expecting this one. That would be over already a 2x from the spot buy, and I would be happy to actually collect my gains already at that level. Anyway, but we can leverage trade this. You know, I didn't leverage trade Reef yesterday, but I did on Moon River, and it was absolutely crazy. It's the easiest way to make some gains when you have a market that is absolutely exploding, guys. You can long the retracements like crazy, and this was just such an easy play yesterday when I was expecting it to. This is actually getting a pretty decent move down now. It's breaking down this symmetrical triangle formation, so you might get a bit of a larger pullback here. But yeah, when the pumps are starting, go with the trend. Go with the trend. Obviously, this one already did a, hey, we cannot expect this to not get a decent pullback, right, before continuing to the upside. It needs to happen at some point. So Andy suggests 2 coins. Yeah, I mean, there's many of them, many of them. I say ICX looks pretty solid. This is also an L1 that is lagging behind from many. This one, got a really nice rally here in March, going from 18 cents to 48 cents. When it happens, it happens. ICX looks pretty solid. Digibyte, this one already got a bit of a pump. It's getting a bit of a pullback. We talked about this one yesterday when we were trading at 8 cents, 8.5. I think this one can go to round about the 1.8 cent level, which would be round about almost a 2x. Yeah. All of these cryptos can be traded, guys, on Bybit. They can be traded also on MEXC. Check it out, guys. You got great bonuses down below if you want to buy these cryptos, because you can buy them also on these exchanges, Bybit and MEXC. Great bonuses down below. Great way to support the channel, guys, but obviously great way for you to buy on the best exchanges out there that has a bunch of altcoins. Yoto still early, but very strong community. Well, we got a Yoto. What is this? What is Yoto? Guys, I'm trying here to go through the comment section. It is Christmas Eve, my goodness. We need to have dinner with family and friends, or I don't know. I don't have friends. I'm going to have dinner on my own. Only joking. Yeah, this is not on TradingView. Waves. Yeah, we talked about Waves yesterday. Waves is another one. I think Waves is a great spot buy. Yeah, this is on the runner. Yeah, this is on the runner. Cadena was also a great one. We talked about Cadena a few weeks ago. Waves is on the move. Yeah, this one, when this one wants to go, it will go. This one even broke all-time high in the middle of the bear market, right? So this one broke all-time high in the middle of the bear market. This was, March and April of 2022. So, hey, you think that big money ain't buying here? Yeah, trust me, they are, and they will pump the crap out of this coin in the next coming weeks at some point, right? Might be in the next coming days, but this does look like it is going to get a pretty solid pump. So it's just in a very, very choppy uptrend. Okay, there's really not much TA to do on this, but it's a classic beginning of a possible parabolic runner here, because you're right in the channel here, right? Getting resistance, right? You're in an ascending channel, but ascending channels usually break to the downside. But when you're in a altcoin season market, these ascending channels, they break up, they don't break down. So yeah, it looks pretty solid to hit a couple of targets here in the next coming weeks, maybe days. I don't know when this one's going to take off. When it goes, it goes. Just like Cadena, right? Cadena, very boring. Yeah, Cadena, this, it's not looking too great. Cadena utility token, there's not much utility on the Cadena token. It doesn't matter. A chart is a chart, and when a chart is ready to get a blast off, it is ready. However, this was trading here. We were weeks talking about Cadena here at the 60-70 cent level. And yeah, it was boring. It's like, this ain't going to take off, never. And one day it takes off. And obviously you need to be ready. Can you please take a look at Carver? Yeah, I think this one's kind of in the banking industry. Carver, this one really rings a bell. Carver, finance and banking. Carver, yeah, I remember Carver. It looks pretty nice. It looks pretty good. It looks like it wants to take off as well. It does look like it wants to take off. Sorry. It's at a big resistance, which is the point of control, obviously, of this entire range created in 2023. This is why this is getting this resistance. It's the highest volume node from this period. So once it breaks out from this zone, you could say, hey, accumulation has finished. Rocket City is here. Because it's a large range here on Kava in between 60, 70 cents and $1, $1.20, which is a very, very, 1 year of accumulation. And, oh, yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Once you break out from this level, I think we could get ready to get into some, responsible long trading setups. I'm not going to buy more cryptos for spot. I've had enough. I have over 20 cryptos holdings, and I just don't want to buy anymore. But I want to try and get into some leverage trades on this one. And no doubt, if we do break above this level, it's going to be looking very, very, very good, very, very strong. This should turn into a very, very solid base of support. If you break through here, I would expect pretty nice follow through. So that will be the time to get into the lower time frames, the 1 minute time frame, because this is going to start doing boom, boom, boom. Those pumps of 5-10%. And when you're using a little bit of leverage here responsibly, then you can make some really nice gains. Yeah, Kava. Yeah, you can actually leverage trade Kava on Bybit as well. So, Bybit has a bunch of altcoins. So yeah, it'll be another one that I would be willing to get into a long setup. Guys, we are Matic getting ready. Matic as well. My goodness. Yeah, Matic. It should have been pumping with the L2, pumps that it has been having. Okay, during the last few weeks. Because we had Metis, we had Arbitrum, Optimism, they were doing, but yeah, Matic is ready as well. Huh? It's the double bottom. We have it right there. It's the double bottom symmetrical triangle resistance level. We've seen this on many altcoins. We have seen it on many altcoins. It is the double bottom symmetrical triangle at the resistance consolidating. It is building up, eh? This ain't bearish structure, I can tell you already. This consolidation ain't a bearish structure right there for Matic. I can tell you that already. Yeah, this one can go pretty crazy. The yearly highs is already at $1.60 almost. I would expect an attempt in hitting yearly highs on this. I like it. It looks good. The moment you start breaking out from this symmetrical triangle on Matic, it could get pretty explosive, just like we've seen on many. It's the double bottom. This is so bullish. This formation right there is so bullish. It's just getting ready for the pop. Yeah, Matic looks good. I am taking notes, guys, because I am going to long some of these with leverage, no doubt, once we start getting some confirmations, right? I have my notebook here. I got my notebook instead of putting it here on the computer, but I got a notebook here and I just put, these coins, to pay attention because, hey, we long in here. Christmas rally pumps is here. We can make some nice quick gains. Stay safe, everybody. I'm not going to take a look at any more altcoins. Make sure to enjoy Christmas Eve. Happy holidays to everybody. Thanks for joining the stream. Smash up that like button on your way out. You know the deal. You got some great links here to support the channel and for you to get the best bonuses if you do enjoy these streams of technical analysis, possible opportunities, strategies, risk management. Smash up the like button, guys. There's much here to learn, and 2024 is going to be absolutely great. Whether is it a bull market or a bear market, it doesn't matter. We are traders. We are here to make gains, guys. Happy Christmas and have a great one.